All right. Make sure it levels right. All right. All right. Afternoon, guys. Today, today we're playing the Chasing Detective. Okay, I've been excited to play this game. Okay, personally, this is I actually already beat this like 5 times already. But I mean, look, I really love this game, and I don't know. I like the people that make this. The Wheels Interactive. I really like the company that makes this. They usually make a lot of games like this, like the Complex, the Late Shift, other games like that. Late Nights for Paul Moreau, which is kind of like a sequel to this. I think the Infinite is Dr. Decker. I mean, this game is usually a lot of fun, honestly, and man. Hey. Whew, okay. Will we die today or will we not? Okay, new game. Alright.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Oh, wow.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Who are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
What? Okay, we just. Alright, whatever.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Honestly, I still haven't figured out that answer. I still really haven't figured out that. I mean, I have my own theories, but I still never actually figured out this answer.
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught.
Oh man.
And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news,
I still don't
August
understand
resident
that.
Nina French is celebrating the return of a
What did
missing
he say?
French
Never ever
Barbie.
turn into a
The
child. Why?
old Basset Hound puppy was found outside
Who
Darrow's
wants to turn into
kitchen.
a kid
And
anyway?
that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet.
Alright.
Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
As long as it takes, I guess.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
Ah, brown one. Let's go.
Yeah. It's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure, let's get one.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Will I win or are you guilty? I don't know. Will I win?
The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? But enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Whatever. I'll just go ahead.
Good.
Tell her.
We're neighbors.
Last on the left.
Just knock if you need me.
Fixing the palm of your hand. And
All right, the radio.
small
Of
man
course.
wearing robes, and he looks like he's in,
All right.
in quite
Let's go to the room first. really actually don't know anything about tarot. Um, but this game is interesting. Um, just looking around the room. Alright. So this game has chapters in it. I think we'll be. I'm not sure how long the game is. I think it's like maybe like 3-4 hours, but I'm not sure. I should be able to finish it pretty quickly. Okay, we should be able to finish it. If we don't finish it today, I'll definitely try to finish it tomorrow. And then what? Tomorrow is actually the 15th, so I think the GTA update actually comes out. So, hey, GTA, we can probably play this, and then if my friend is on, I'll definitely go ahead and I'll bring him in, and we can play the new GTA The Contract DLC that's coming out tomorrow. Hopefully. Alright, let's go helicab. You gotta meet the chief.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Why?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Great.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Why is she in
Because
jail?
things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
I'll try.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Help me out with what, though?
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
What problem,
Your old
though?
town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
No, see, that's the thing, though. I never, like... Okay, so I played this game a couple times again, like, almost, like, 5 times, right? And I've beaten it several times. I even watched Geek Remix play it. Okay, I love when they play stuff like this. And they have a lot of deep insight. But I never understood, like, the whole Chief DuPont thing, right? Okay? That's the thing that, like, really made me, I don't know, it just questioned everything, okay? Because he knew something, right? He knew that Sam wasn't really our name. How does he know that? Okay? Like, how does he know that Sam isn't really our name? And then he's like, oh, that problem that you have. What problem is he talking about? Okay? I think I have a theory, but I don't want to spoil it just yet. I want to get to, like, the part where they start talking about a certain thing and then maybe actually, add on to the subject. But, like, that's the thing about Chief DuPont. It's just, like, what is his whole end game in this? What is his whole thing? And then, obviously, let's just delete this because he's a cop. I know that for sure, but, I mean, he was obviously there. All right, tell me about the
I
Rhoda.
want to know. She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
When was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th, at approximately 9 p.m., according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Alright, why do you think it's... oh, what do you think about the tarot readers? I'm sorry.
Thick as thieves, covering for each other. Well, except the male one. You'll see what I mean.
Yeah, he was definitely suspicious. The good thing about this game is always RNG. So it's always like a different person. Yeah, it's always a different person. If you haven't played this before or watched this before, it's always a different person, and that's something that's really interesting. You know, because playing this time and time again, you get like you see and you pick up on different type of interactions that you have with certain characters. Okay. Certain characters, but Chief DuPont, I always seem to have like obviously like the same interactions with him. And I mean, obviously, with the questions I ask, I have a little bit different interaction, but like for the most part, it's pretty concrete. It's the same going on every time I play this game. All right, is Brownway a suspect?
Obviously.
Well, yeah.
Anyone who walks in, predicts a murder, then that murder happens? Suspicious.
That is pretty suspicious, though. I mean, that's pretty weird. Like, I don't know. All right. What was...
In her bedroom.
All right.
She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
All right. What can you tell me about Violet?
All here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
I'm sorry to say this, but look. You know what? Let's just spit nothing.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
We'll get down to that. Okay.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating.
All right. Let's go back to the guest house and start questioning everyone. All right. All right. Let's visit Violet first.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Yes, we have. Do you know the Rhoda?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Precious lamb.
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Where do I find him?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
You know, like that's also another thing, right? She's so innocent. The Rhoda is apparently innocent, but it's just the innocent ones that you have to watch out. Yeah, you have to watch out for, because you never know what type of things that they could be doing. You know, it's the overly innocent ones that have like, you know, they have like all AP classes and you know they have scholarships to like the highest class, but you don't really know what's their game, what they're doing. You know, behind closed doors, who are they talking to, what type of plan they're plotting. And that's the thing about the Rhoda. Okay, you learn so much. You learn so much in this game about her, and it's like some of the things are just like crazy that you obviously like. If you were friends with her, you probably would be like, I would never expected this.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Why?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Hobos.
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
And that's the thing. She's a strange person, though. You know? You guys see what I'm talking about, but she's a pretty strange person. Okay? It's just... I don't know. In every in every little interactive game, she's always such as like a... I don't know. She's always such a like I don't know, kind of paradox. Okay? She's weird. It's like... Oh, what? This. But it's always so sorry, someone's calling me. But it's such a weird thing. Like she's always like I feel like she's like always just such a siren, you know? It's like a siren. Like she's always there and she's always having these dreams. These strange dreams. And again, you'll see later what I'm talking about, but you know, it's just she's such a weird person. I feel like that's why weird things happen to her and gravitate to her. What were you doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Let's see, have you ever been at the Rhoda's house?
I've driven by it. Never actually been in it.
Okay, Chief DuPont said you were taking pills for what?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Clozapine for schizophrenia, isn't it?
I don't know, Dr. Sam. You tell me.
Clenched tightly in my hand. Sir?
Alright, let's go visit Bronwyn.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
I have some questions about the murder.
Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
How well do you know her? Why should I convince him? Why should I
All I'm
convince him?
asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Except you predicted her murder.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you predict the murder? Obviously we predicted the murder. Okay, through the card, she already told us that that's what Chief DuPont already told us, so we might as well just ask that
In my
second
room,
one.
reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Saved you.
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
I don't know if I should do the drama or not. Let's do it.
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
How did you predict the murder?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you ask who the killer is? I don't think we can, though. I think that's something else. Let's ask just in case,
Not these
but
cards.
no.
They only tell us what they want us to know.
But then I start noticing all these holes in the room. Big dark holes in
All right, let's visit
You
Rain.
must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
I'm
Pleased to
Sam.
meet you, Sam.
All right.
Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
I don't like Rain. He was definitely when I first started playing this game, he was definitely weird. I definitely didn't like him. He was just such a weird, odd person. I don't know, just the way he talked, just the way he looked, just the way he smiled. I just really thought something was just up with him.
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Let's see, who's the next victim? Do you have any connection to Dorota at all? Let's do the second
No,
one.
Not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Okay.
Spoken like the true killer. Posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
And that's also another thing too. It's just Sam is also just an anomaly, you know? It's just like, why is he here? Who was the guy in the first scene that we saw? And what problem do we have in what city? And it's just so weird. Okay? Like what is Sam's purpose? It's like, is it just to like cover his, like it's just he's covering his tracks for something that we don't even know about, but apparently Chief DuPont knows about it, and that's so weird. And then even Rain seems to like be hinting at something. I don't know, it's just so strange to me, honestly. How did you predict the murder?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
Oh, okay. What's group reading? What did it tell you?
You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
Alright, tell me about this special tarot deck.
Mercury. It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Can I see Mercury Tarot?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Alright, what were you doing last
I
night?
was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
Well, what didn't work? I mean, we can kind of already assume that he was praying for Dorota. Okay, as he said, it didn't work. So obviously the prayer didn't work. But what does he believe in?
I don't believe in anything, but I also believe anything is possible. So it's a conundrum.
I don't like Ryan. I just don't like him.
I couldn't tell them what had driven me to breaking point. The fear of discovery.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Alright.
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Death, the squirrel, Death, the devil, and the happy squirrel.
You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
So what's the most dangerous tarot card?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
You drew the Five of Swords for Dorota.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
Alright. How well do you know
She's
Bronwyn?
like my big sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she killed Dorota?
No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't.
Yeah, no one knows what a fucking
I
chob
was
is.
in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Ain't that something?
I once watched it overwhelm 3 skin
Guilty.
who thought I was their victim, and they were young, strong.
Alright, so now this is a good time to actually
Find
go to the
somewhere
room.
safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
I feel like he's somewhat evil. Well,
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
well, not necessarily evil, but I don't think Sam is necessarily evil, but more so just very ominous, and he's just
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been?
he has a job to do for some reason, and it's like he's been put and forced to be put in that job. It's like he's almost like a grim reaper of some sorts, you know?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How could you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
True innocents have been
All
bred
right.
to the beast, though that first time was pretty close.
Let's go visit Bronwyn.
Chief DuPont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
You're a con artist. You're a murderer.
Hmm.
You're a con artist.
Not sure which one to go Wait.
You're a murderer.
He would say a murderer. So let's go
You're
with
gonna
murderer.
need to do some more research, Chief. That's just not true.
Sorry, I don't smoke. I look him in the face. He looks rough.
Let's go to Rain next.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Dorota's family. What does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn never been arrested?
Alright, smartass.
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character. If you play D&D.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police? Have you ever been in trouble with the police?
I've never been convicted, no.
Been charged with anything?
My mind's gone blank.
Has it now?
My right
Has
hand
it
crushes
now?
his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose.
I like the radio in the background.
Turn
Just
his
always
face
telling
towards
stories and everything. It adds a nice touch to the ominous vibe of this whole game.
Hello, I'm Violet.
Alright.
I'm Violet.
Alright.
Again,
So
broken body crumbles in my grasp.
let's leave. Let's go hail a cab.
Swallowed
We're
himself.
going to visit the chief.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No, I'm not.
What's the matter?
The new detective's acting strangely. I think I might be the killer. I don't feel safe.
You can feel safe. I've already got somebody posted outside the guest house. It's an unmarked car. But you know Danny, don't you? Leyland's kid? Any problems, you let him know.
Alright.
Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Danny?
We just talked about this. I said I'd post somebody this morning, and I did. Then I told you it was Danny. Take the pills, Violet. Take the pills.
Leaving me drained and depressed, and
All
as I
right.
think about the weeks ahead of me.
So we got someone
paranoid
stationing
police
out the
think they're
house.
going to catch me this time.
Outside the house.
pay the
Let's visit
driver.
Bronwyn next.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No. Okay.
Alright, let's see it.
Great. What do you want to know about?
The murder. My love life.
Sam.
The murder. Sam.
Let's also ask about Sam, because it's just like, again, Sam is just so mysterious.
Ah. The moon. A card of illusion and deception. It shines, but really it's just a dusty old rock. Seems there's more to our detective friend than meets the eye.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Long soak in a hot
All right.
bath to restore the circulation to his
Let's
expressive.
visit Rain now.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn? How did you know Dorota was going to die?
Well, we
Why
already
do you
know
think the
that.
police suspect Bronwyn?
Well, we kind of know the answer to both of these questions. We know that they predicted the death through the tarot cards, and then we know why Bronwyn is the suspect because she's the one that came to the station and actually reported it. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
Now, that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Yeah, honestly
Holes
though.
in the walls with bugs crawling out of them until the whole room is covered in bugs.
Like, they just
I don't know
suspect
about
that
you,
it
Paul, but I don't really
was
like the
just
sound of that very much.
Bronwyn. Why just Bronwyn? You would expect all of them. I guess because she's the only one that went there, but you expect her too.
Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you? I didn't see you around yesterday evening. But you weren't in this room, were you? I didn't see you around yesterday evening.
I stayed here. I was playing solitaire with Bronwyn.
Isn't solitaire for one player?
Right.
Yeah, I was playing and she was scoring.
Can tell you is that
Sums
houses
up.
represent
Lexi. I don't know, Lexi. Alright, let's go to Bronwyn now.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
This is such a cool concept for a game. Never would have thought of it.
Now, Lena,
Alright,
you're worried that you're not living up to your
let's go to
potential.
visit Chief DuPont first.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't.
You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound?
Kinky.
Let's do it.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
I mean, she's not wrong. It does sound pretty kinky. Just saying.
Like
It does sound pretty kinky.
animal, but I'm not sure.
Alright, let's go back to the guest house. Oh, and if you're liking the stream so far, make sure to leave a follow. We're almost up to 10 followers. Please help me reach affiliate if you're enjoying the stream. Thank you. Alright, let's visit Violet first.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent? You look strong enough to strangle another woman too. Even if I'm innocent, you look strong enough to strangle another woman too. Even if I'm innocent, you look strong enough to strangle another.
I'm not sure which one to go with.
Even
I don't
if
know.
I'm
Kind of don't want to push her
My mind's
buttons.
not made up. I just don't understand why you'd broadcast your victim before you did it.
And from Lena, well, if I'm honest, Lena, it sounds a bit of a nightmare.
Alright, Rain.
Something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham? Stop it?
The Traveller? Dead Girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Stop freaking me out.
Can't blur our
It's
identity.
not cool in this current climate.
Issues in
Alright.
different aspects of her life, and
Let's visit Lexi.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Present potential.
Alright.
So you're quite correct in what you're saying about filling up different aspects.
Let's go to the room. Let's play this creepy ass Rain over here.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Alright.
I think you're also plagued by
Obviously we're going.
insecurities about
It's a lot of back and forth work, but at the end of the day,
who you wish
it's
you could be. But leave
a
it
very
alone.
good game.
If you can wish it,
Ray, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah. No.
And you're wasting my time.
Dark Knight.
Alright.
Poe and Monroe.
We gotta make sure to get everyone. Find as many clues as we can to see who it is. Again, it's RNG, so you don't know who really can be the murderer this time. So, Violet. It's not here. Okay. Bronwyn.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think
Onto what exactly?
the real reason we're here?
Well, let's see.
What we did? Our role in the murder? What we did? The real reason we're here?
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
He's a mind reader.
Alleyway that led down.
He's not a mind reader, but he's a shapeshifter.
Halfway down the alley was a patch of
Oh wait, alright. Hold up. Lexi, there we go.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. Okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies? Crime of passion? Psychopathic tendencies?
I don't know.
Yeah, Bronwyn's a real bunny boiler.
I found one.
Alright, I think the last one is Lexi, and then we could finally change back and cycle one more time.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
I took an overdose enough to kill me 5 times over. I suspect I survived because the beast wasn't ready to
Wait,
I spent 7 weeks at a mental institution trying to
Hella
rebuild my
cap.
life, to find a way to live.
Fizz
What
the
is it,
chief.
Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they did.
The hiring of Sam is no concern of yours either way.
We can't ask that second question. We can't,
Kill Dorota.
you know, spill our secrets.
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota? What were you doing Monday? Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it?
Yep.
We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Let's see what response we get out of him.
Have you met him?
Yeah.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written.
So.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Without looking suspicious on the surveillance.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
They take the train down to King's Cross. More anonymous.
All right.
Fewer cameras.
Visit Violet.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
She seems annoyed. So annoyed.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
It's all crazy because it seems like no one really had an alibi. Okay, Rain said he was praying, but he doesn't believe in anything. Then he said his prayer doesn't work. Violet literally can't remember anything that she's doing. And then you have Bronwyn and Lexi, where they can't even keep their story straight about which room they were in. Because Bronwyn said that Lexi came to her room to talk, but Lexi says that Bronwyn went to her room and they ended up playing solitaire, which is a one-player game. And that one-player game, she's like, oh yeah, she was scoring. And then they did her nails as well. She also said they did her nails in the first place, and she made up the solitaire thing. And yet, there's no nail polish on her nails, so it's weird. Let's visit Bronwyn next.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Ray. Since when did he start praying?
And that's what I'm thinking.
Of course not. This is Rain we're talking about. I was just saying it's odd, that's all. Maybe he's found God?
I don't know about that.
To defy the beast a couple of times, but I learned pretty soon.
All right.
It's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Dorota was planning on marrying Oscar?
What makes you say that?
Yeah, what makes you say that? Guys, what? Hey guys, what's up? But what do you mean he can't do a push-up? What do you mean that you can't do a push-up? How he in the military? How can you not do a push-up? Please explain. Workout killed him? Oh, he is doing the little workout. What is wrong with him? I definitely gotta talk to him after this, because that is, oh my god. How the fuck can you not do a push-up? Lord Jesus. He did say his fucking staff sergeant was finna put him through hell though. Talking about 4:30 every morning. Tweaking.
Well, nothing. It's just something I thought I saw. It doesn't matter.
With the monstrosity of it, it's barbaric, but at least I tell myself the Slayer only takes those that the world is better off with.
Alright. Let's go back to our room.
Walls with the shutters.
Alright.
Just a drunk taking a piss. I stagger.
Let's go. I'm debating whether I want to go to Violet or should I go to Chief DuPont first.
Take my time, leaning forward, hands on hips. Slayer quivers with anticipation.
Because I want to get everything before I start. Just let's visit Violet first.
Claude, why am I being asked all of these questions? What have you said to Sam? Well, that's not the impression I'm getting. No, Claude, you listen to me. We had a deal and you said no questions asked, and a lot of questions are being asked. No, I'm not the killer, so why is everybody asking me all of these questions?
Ooh.
Fine. Yes, goodbye, Claude.
That old ass phone. I'm sorry.
And I'm relieved.
It's nothing to ask her.
Needed to see the threat.
That was a
I relaxed and
that was a strange interaction. I don't think I've seen that before.
Ringside seat has
I don't think I've
paternal
seen
care
that
of
that
Bruce
actual
Lee
interaction
Benson, where
before.
all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it.
Out of all the times I played this game, I don't think I've actually seen that interaction before. Let's see. Can I see this Tarot Mercury?
Sure.
Mercury Tarot.
I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Sure, let's go.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Say not really. Let's see what goes on.
Mercury agrees with you. It's nice that you're being honest with me and with yourself.
Scamming at its finest. Guys, talk about scamming at its finest. Look, we're not here to do this today. We're not doing this today.
Calling me to the coldness of the night.
Let's visit Rain. Talk about scamming at its finest. I do not like this bitch. I'm sorry. I really don't. I don't trust him for a damn.
A long walk to the night bus.
It's just something. Just by the way he looks, I don't like him already. Let's see. All right.
Closer, seeking anonymity, meeting no eyes as I walk.
Let's go visit.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight
Lord
the weather will
Jesus.
be mostly dry and warm, but
What's wrong with
be on
you
the
guys,
lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with
Ooh.
Poe and Monroe.
Hey, she a little cakey one. Guys are talking about he look like he smell like stale cheddar biscuits. What do you mean, whoa? What do you mean, whoa, Kaiser? What do you mean, whoa? Keep investigating. We have to speak to the chief first. Violet says her statement in your office.
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll get along fine.
Talking about she's a little something. Oh my God, Lord Jesus. Alright, what do we know so far?
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
You give a vibe from him? The, what, the chief? I mean, I don't know. He has an alibi, but, you know, anyone can have an alibi at this point.
Curiosity shop.
All right, let's go to the next chapter.
It's
We skipped that. We already whatever.
Well, I'm not sure what it is, but
Hey, you got work tomorrow,
what I do
Picasso?
know
You got work
that it
tomorrow?
has
I want to see if because you know the new update comes out.
attached in the center.
Yeah, he seems a little too nonchalant
and it's
in a
tiny.
murder case,
And it's
especially
made
towards
of-
Violet. Nah,
metal.
you ain't got work tomorrow.
I think it's metal.
All right, I think we should be able to get. I should be able to get on the Go ahead and start the new little Franklin update for GTA.
Oh,
He does seem nonchalant, but the thing is, it's like
small as well, and it has
we have an alibi for him. You know, they have cameras on him. They said that he was.
today you could wear it as a
Well,
brunch maybe,
he says he was
or
actually at the station the whole night, and they actually have cameras there. So
in ancient times.
it's like I don't know. Maybe he's involved. And then for Violet, it seems like they've known each other for a fat ass minute apparently.
Yeah, I guess
That's
it's
the
a theme
thing.
that we've visited
Um,
before in our shows. It's a
all right.
Bronze Age amulet with 3 circles.
Let's see. Let's visit the
Anyone
chief
use an
again.
Oscar Wainwright?
All right, who's on your suspect list?
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
What about Dorota's family?
Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. You didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay.
I'm not saying he did anything, but more so is hiding something for someone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, him and Violet is very weird. Because even Violet is, I don't know. Violet is very weird. She doesn't even have an alibi. She doesn't even know where she was yesterday. So, it's very weird. You know what I'm saying? I didn't play this game a couple times, like a lot more than I should have, but I definitely know a couple things and why, like what's going to happen, why it's happening. But again, it's RNG, so anyone could be the killer. But Violet is definitely hiding something more. Okay, and you can even see that honestly. And he's definitely 100% helping her because she's taking some type of pills. And he even told her, like, he even told us about the pills that she's taking. And we even questioned her about it.
Who are you?
Oscar. All right, so this is the boyfriend. I'm a shape-shifting detective. All right, I'm Sam. The Shaws hired me to investigate the murder.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
Alright. Do you see the roller yesterday?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Fine, where were you at 9?
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Alright, so if he's playing football, so he already has eyewitnesses that can verify that. It seems like.
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
How long were you two dating?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
I feel so bad for him because now he seems like a lost puppy. Okay, just the way he like perked up and it's like, oh, we did care for each other after only dating her for like not really that long, for what, a couple months he said. I feel like he is a little lost puppy, you know? It was like, I don't know. It definitely seems like he was more of a bystander in the relationship. I'd just say, if that makes sense. You know, like, you know, she had the control. And he's fidgeting. I mean, yeah. But the thing is, he also has an alibi that he was playing football at night, and they stopped like what at 9:30 or something like that. So that's eyewitnesses. Cause I even thought when the first time I was playing this that he was pretty suspicious, but then obviously the alibi. It's just I don't know. It just kind of seems that he's really like. It seems like the Rota was completely in control of the relationship, just the way that he acted. I mean, obviously you expect someone to act like that. When someone killed your partner, but like he seems like he had like no type of power at all. Yeah, nah. He's not suspicious, but just put off. I mean, yeah, cause I don't know. He's just I don't know. And then he seems kind of awkward as well. All right. Any idea who do this to her? Was she seeing someone else? Um, let's ask the second question.
No. Why?
She was killed in her bedroom. Violet at the gas house said she was kind of slutty. And she was killed in her bedroom, and she was naked while she was killed in her bedroom. So that's definitely something that is pretty suspicious already. Okay, and then Violet, for some reason, called her slutty. So, I don't know.
Chief DuPont said there was no signs of anything like that.
Let's see. Is it possible that the killer was hiding in Dorota's room?
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Must be a big closet. Have you hidden in there before?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, voyeur fantasies.
Yeah. It definitely seems like she was completely in control of the whole relationship. Not saying that, like, I don't know. She definitely had 100% a kink, She definitely had 100% of a kink. Okay, she really liked people to watch.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet, and then she'd walk in, strip off, start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation? Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Why would she have a wedding dress? It's so strange.
But you don't feel worthy.
Who has a
of it.
wedding dress as like
and it could be
a
you're suffering
teenager?
from imposter syndrome, which is actually
Having a
quite-
wedding dress, like
it's
who
actually
would
quite a common
have a
thing to
wedding
suffer
dress
from.
that young?
But what I can say to
Who,
you,
like,
Simeon, is that
bitch,
you
who
need
are
to
you
start
expecting to
believing
marry?
in yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself, and if good things happen to you, then please.
All right, let's speak to Violet. All right, why would someone kill Dorota? Do you think Oscar killed Dorota? For sure, you can tell she was 100% in control over him. Yeah, she honestly, it seems like she definitely 100% made all the decisions in a relationship. That's the thing. It's I don't know. It just seems like whatever she say goes. Okay, you go in the closet. You watch me do this. Okay, if you come out, I'll get mad. You have to leave. Like, and then it's like he was almost kind of somewhat. He was in love with her, but also kind of afraid of her at the same time. It's like. Because, again, with the whole wedding dress, like, they didn't even joke about it. They didn't even talk about it. And he knew, like, he knew that she knew that he seen the whole wedding dress. And she didn't even say anything about it. And he didn't even dare to ask her about it. So, there was some type of, frightening relationship that was going on. Sex while with someone killed Dorota.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother.
Boudoir photos. If you don't know what boudoir photos are, it's like kind of like it's like sexy pictures, basically. You know, think of an Instagram model. Think of an Instagram model. You know, just okay. I probably used to say it, but just think of like, you know, pictures that you usually see on Instagram where, you know, you have people in like lingerie and things like that, and they're just posing and just things like that, just sexy photos. Some of it are kind of new, but they're, what's the word for it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the word is for. Like kind of like some are kind of new, but obviously like it's being covered by something like that. OnlyFans. OnlyFans pictures, yeah. That's Lord Jesus, what is wrong with you? You're unhinged today. Lord Jesus, you're so unhinged. But yeah, like just something like that, you know? Just basically just kind of racy photos, nudes, but kind of covered up, you know? Like she had a cello and she would be nude and she'll hide behind a cello. Stuff like that. Who were they for? Sounds like you know a lot about about Dorota. Who were they for? Let's see. I'm not sure what questions we can ask. I'm trying to think. You know what? Let's just let's ask her what she knew about it.
Really, just gossip. Apparently, she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble
great.
one of these days.
Great, Zach Weston, this creepy fuck. I do not like Zach. Like, I almost hate Zach as much as I hate Rain.
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Do you think Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son. No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Yeah, Violet. What do you know? Different faces.
The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Possibly.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking. At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
I don't fucking like Zach. He's so irritating. He's so weird and creepy. Like, how do you know that? Am I supposed to know where he is?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
You have a good memory, but you don't know where you were last night. Okay. That's weird. Maybe it's because of the medication that you're taking.
I did them a favor. And I got a meeting.
That's just something that's just so weird, though. You're holding grudges since you were 4, but you don't know where you were last night. Or do you know where you were last night?
Long steps backward.
And using the pills that you have to take as a alibi of some sorts. Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
Did he tell you about Dorota? You contacted Dorota's spirits. Let's go with the first option.
He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
You can tell me.
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
What in the world? Nightbite? What are you doing, Nightbite? Hold up, give me a second. I'm trying to stop Nightbite from... Timed out for 600 seconds. Nightbite, what are you doing? Lord Jesus, Nightbite is unhinged. I don't know why. I'm trying to remember the command. Is that it? Okay. There you go. Okay. Alright. Nightbot should be leaving now. I'm not sure why it just deleted all of these and then just timed you out, but that's weird. 600 seconds though. Not gonna lie, Kaizo, I might be done with your bullshit. Nightbot words, not mine. Lexi says she was in your room last night, not yours.
Oh,
I mean
she
her
gets
room.
easily confused. Youth of today.
Brolin, tell me the truth. You're lying.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Alright, why did you lie about your alibi?
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
What about Rain? What were you doing in your room? What about Rain? Yeah.
Rain's a big boy. He can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
You're listening to Radio
I'm just saying,
August.
Rain is just so
Dark Knight with
suspicious.
Poe and Monroe.
Let's visit Rain,
Sam,
actually.
what can I do for you?
How do you know the North's name, Frontero?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
So Taro didn't tell you.
It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help.
Alright. Can use the Ouija on its own.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Alright. Tell me more about the Ouija board.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out the rota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Let's see. Time traveler is real? Question mark.
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Alright, Lexi mentioned you're here to do a job.
We're trying to save people.
Are you now?
I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travelers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Birmingham Tellers.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Alright.
When she finally had enough.
Let's speak to Lexi.
Hi Sam, back from war already?
Do you know the Rhoda's boyfriend?
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
What for, when?
You'd have to ask her or him. It's not my place to say. I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
That depends on why you lied. Let's go with that.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Tell me about your Ouija
Oh,
board.
it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Let's do it.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean,
Right.
there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Okay. Go on.
With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Yes, but wishing I wasn't hooked in on every word.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
I mean, that's understandable, but I don't know. That makes no sense. I want to, but I don't want to be mean.
I know. Mind-blowing.
Let's see. Tell me about the Traveler.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Flirting. I mean, look. If you want the dick, you know, just say so. I'm just saying.
Am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve.
Simple as
Maybe
that.
you should do that first, then me. No, not
I
like
will.
that.
You best believe I will. I'm sorry. Respectfully.
Tragic story painted the town red with her hair and her blood, satiated the awful
It's like she's so like
audience,
innocent
fed
and
the
cute at the
utter
same time. Like
gave
instantly
them a
cute,
bigger
but like
home,
just so
a louder voice, and
I don't know,
let
just so
them
nervous.
spread.
It's
Avoid
anxious.
this time. Good. They were more successful. After the first domino falls, the rest go quickly.
Alright, I guess this
Your
is where
ability
we...
isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Alright. So... Let's get started with this.
Hi,
Oh, man.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Alright.
There was nothing here. Little lying goes a long way after the virus starts to spread.
Alright. Visit
Why is Sam
Violet.
still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me? Who is Mr. Hedges?
Exactly.
What the
Mr.
hell?
Hedges. The man you asked me to put up, who then, you know, died.
And then what?
And then we buried him together so nobody would find out any of this ringing any bells.
Buried him for what?
Not literally speaking. You took the body and you said you'd bury it, but, you know, I'm an accomplice. We'd both be going down.
Did you pass the empty
So
house
yeah,
to the forest?
well, Kazuhu timed out by night, but I don't know why, but that seems like we got an answer from, you know, what you were asking earlier, you know, like, why, you know, he was acting so suspicious and things like that. We figured out he's covering for Violet. Well, technically he's covering for himself, and Violet is also with him as well, as they had a homeless person problem, and then all of a sudden he ended up passing away, and then they had to bury him.
Only the sand remained. The demon.
That's weird though, because like if that was the case, like why wouldn't, I don't know, like if he just end up having a heart attack or whatever, why wouldn't they just, okay, he's a police officer, and then, you know, report it in and things like that, and then I don't know, that's just weird.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief Dupont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once? When did you meet him?
It's just the
morning.
once.
What did you talk about?
The weather and some other things which I'm not at liberty to discuss. Feel free to ask him, though.
Often
Alright.
sharks, they stand for perhaps some danger.
Visit Braun. Oh wait, no, we already did it. Visit Rain. Okay, Rain's gone.
People that
Let's visit Lexi. Lexi's gone. Let's go talk to Oscar.
and then never.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off. If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Anything that ties her to the murder.
You're gonna... Let's play along with it.
That sounds easier said than done, though.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom? Did Dorota have any enemies?
Let's go with the
Maybe
second one.
anyone else going for a Juilliard scholarship? But other than that, not really.
Alright.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So what the typo refers to is actually the balance in your life.
Let's go back to her room. Alright. Go to Violet.
Your life. So, what I think from what you said about your dream is that
Alright. Let's visit Bronwyn at first.
to detract their attention.
Yeah, because they're busy. They're busy in his dream, aren't
They are, and they...
Is it rain?
I changed your sheets last.
That door was locked, and you said there's only one key. So how would you know?
What you're doing is a positive thing, then you should always be receiving.
Rain did it.
If they're a negative
I'm
person,
convinced. I don't like him.
You don't necessarily need to give
I don't.
them all of your time and your emotions.
Visit the chief.
Violet.
Sam knows about.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
Alright. Can we visit Oscar? Alright, no, we can't.
So what
Alright.
might this be?
That's also a good thing to balance, like, the, counteract the whole thing, just kind of counterbalance, put a counterbalance, is that not everyone can talk to everyone. Okay, so you could turn into, what, Lexi, and try to talk to Oscar, but she's not going to be able to talk to Oscar because she actually haven't met Oscar. So that's good. Alright, so let's go to Bronwyn.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Alright.
I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already.
Let's go visit
His
Chief.
castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Oh, nuthead ass nigga. Anyway. What did the Roto boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yeah, let's do this again. Chief, I didn't kill Dorota. I was in my room. Oh, but you can't prove it, Bronwyn. You're going to jail for a long...
Actually, Bronwyn can prove it.
I was nowhere near Dorota.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was.
Right, exactly.
Did she tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
Right, exactly.
Within a sealed
Because how the fuck does she remember? She doesn't even remember where she is.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She forgives you.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's Hayes.
Okay, that's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
But that's okay, so that's the thing. Okay, because that's... She forgives him for something, but obviously... Okay. Alright, let's get this.
It's okay.
Scare me.
How did you know? How did you come up with a name? And
Kazo, be quiet.
She's gone.
Talk about scare me.
She's not gone. She's waiting for us. How could someone even get into Dorota's bedroom?
The usual way. The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes.
I don't think so. I mean, you're pretty innocent.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No, thanks.
Alright,
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
What you mean, wow, Kaiser? What you mean? What you mean, why? Kaiser, what do you mean? What do you mean?
So it's a date, sort of. I'll see you soon.
Let's return and see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay. We can take it slowly.
He's like
I wasn't sure I was thinking on
puppy.
doing anything, physical.
Get up in the bed.
Whoa, whoa.
It's okay. We can talk, just...
Which one should I say? Bro, she literally said all the things he wants to hear. Hey, yo. Okay, look. Guys, I swear, she said get up on the bed and then it's okay. We can talk. Just sit up on. Which one should I pick, guys? But she is saying literally everything. I mean, well, I'm picking the things, but yeah. Go with the second one. It's too soon for him. He is too
Thanks, Bronwyn.
innocent.
I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I noticed I've got some Earl Grey in the hallway. I know it sounds a bit rude, but I'd really like some if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, I'll be right back.
Let's see. Sure, I'll be right back. Actually,
I don't like leaving people alone in my room.
I don't trust. I know what he's trying to do. Let's go with the
Well,
second one.
what if I wanted you to leave so that I could make myself more comfortable for you?
Okay, little dick. Look, little dick. Chill out. This ain't this and that ain't that. Okay.
Get out. I know what you're trying to do.
It's too soon for him.
I have no idea how you knew what was going to happen to Dorota, and neither did the police. We're going to find out, and when we do, you're going to pay. You're going to pay for what you've done.
Thud, crunch.
Becky, well, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. I've never actually seen that interaction though. Out of all those times I'm playing this, I've never actually seen this interaction. All right. Did I already revisit Violet? I'm not sure.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
All right.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
I didn't see you here last night.
All
What are you
right.
implying?
I mean, you wasn't here, and you don't know where you were.
I didn't even know the girl. You predicted her murder.
You.
Who's more suspicious?
So okay. I mean, okay. Well. Okay. That makes sense, but still, at the same time, you don't even know where you were. And it seems like you know a lot about her because you called her a slut. Okay? Out of nowhere. You said she was slutty. Like, obviously you know something about her. And then you was talking about she's an innocent lamb and all this other stuff.
She lets it put the cigarette to her lips.
Clearly, you was jealous of her for some reason. Pretty suspicious. Alright.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
You're right, don't say
You're right.
anything.
Don't say anything. You know.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
Alright.
The police think it's me, don't they? When should we do another
Well, we already know the second one. Let's just do the first one.
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Ron, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Reconnect.
I still do not like him. I don't at all.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk. No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to
Oh,
hide?
yeah.
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you?
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Lexi is the best regardless. Honestly, though. Lexi, like, honestly, bro. Look, I'm just saying. I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but Lexi want the date. Okay? I'm not sure if you, but she literally admitted. She's talking about, oh yeah, you know, maybe you should do the case first and then do me. That's her words. Okay? So, yeah.
Where were you?
I'm just saying.
Ron, don't mess me around. You're scaring
Respectfully.
me.
I'm just kidding. I was here all night.
Not funny.
Alright. I think it's all for Bronwyn.
Hello.
Yeah, you're right.
Perhaps been maybe a shiny metal. And
Where do you think it's from? What
where is it from?
area?
Visit Violet.
Ah, Rain, can I help? Was there a problem?
My tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Undressing. It's from there. Egypt.
Oh, it's from Egypt.
I figure I gotta speak to the chief first. Okay, he's not here. Can I visit Oscar?
What do you think
No.
you might do with the mirror?
Come on.
Alright.
At first, because of the handle, I thought maybe.
Let's visit Bronwyn.
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading. We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
In the mirror.
Alright.
Close your eyes.
Let's visit Lexi, the best character.
What do you...
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
Look.
I hear Sam likes you too.
Look. Do you see this? Look. She wants Sam. Clearly, okay? She wants to... Look. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
Look. Respectfully.
Welcome to
Respectful.
Polish Curiosity.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Alright,
Alien, I suppose. 2 alien babies, and then it's wearing a hat. It kind of look like
Can't visit the chief. Of course not Oscar.
With a hat.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's visit Violet. Violet's not here. Bronwyn.
Gerard?
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
I think it's beautiful. It's slightly
What did he
frightening
ask you
that-
to do, though? What did he ask you to do?
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
I just don't
From
like
Merritt,
him. I don't.
And they say
All type of
I'm
vibes.
in
Just
a circus.
ugh. Alright, let's kill Oscar, and then I think we can go to the next chapter, actually. Well, after we go
but I never
and
hit the
obviously
water.
fact check with Sam.
Now this in particular I think is very interesting.
Let's go talk to the
What do
chief.
you think, Poe?
Oscar? What are you doing here? I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why? How?
I don't know. Maybe ask if you can go around. Women like vulnerable men.
Do they?
I don't know. Do I look like vulnerable men? Just do whatever you have to, Oscar. I've got to concentrate on some other leads. So, you can go now.
Related thoughts on hoping that you, Monroe, as always, can string these.
Wow.
Well, you weren't far
It's
off.
called
I'll
him
be
vulnerable
honest,
man.
Poe.
That's crazy.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
When you go to the circus,
Alright, you can't talk to her. Let's go to Bronwyn. Can't talk to Bronwyn.
People hate it, but what
And
it actually
then
relates to is
I haven't met. They haven't met any of the other two, so I'm expecting.
consider
Alright.
walking on a tightrope. Not that you would know, Poe, obviously, or maybe you.
Alright, so let's return back to Sam, and then let's go over everyone, see if we have more leads.
Actually, the balance in your life. Now,
Alright,
but in
nothing
this
with
case,
her.
the shocks actually refer to.
Hold up, let
It's
me
7 o'clock.
actually. Because we
I think
keep
from What you
investigating.
said about your dream is
Visit the chief. Okay, Oscar was playing
Yep,
football.
that's what you told me too. Not a suspect.
Let's see. Who was Mr. Hedges?
Violet told you about Mr. Hedges?
Yes. You know this.
Mr. Hedges was one of August's homeless. Actually, probably our only homeless person. We're pretty well off here.
I mean, I could see that.
No, we called him Mr. Hedges because, well, that's where we found him.
What happened
I
to
asked
him?
Violet to put him up one night, and of all the nights he could have died, he croaked it at the guest house.
He doesn't know that we know that they buried each other.
Violet thinks it's a
Alright.
big secret, but it's not. I'll spare you the details.
Alright. Because I don't think it's Bronwyn and Alexi, because Bronwyn was on the phone. You can record phone calls. But I'm not sure
Just gonna sit
about
there and
Lexi.
fidget.
Well, fuck you too then.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone.
Wait, okay.
You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name.
Alright.
The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it.
Alright.
And have not been repaired. So I think.
Yeah, guys. I mean, that's exactly what he's doing. I don't know. I don't really fuck with the chief like that anyway. You want a brown one to contact Dorota? I understand it must be hard for you.
I can't really explain it. I'm just floating at the moment. Nothing seems real.
You want a brown one to contact Dorota?
Yeah, but she said she couldn't, so.
Did Dorota ever talk about tarot?
No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff. Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn?
Bronwyn said Dorota kissed her. No, I shouldn't say that because they didn't know each other. Apparently, and
she said that
I don't want him to fuck around and
slowly nibbling on a pair of
fuck around and do
curtains in my
something.
bedroom. The sun goes down, and I feel my skin shedding in the dark.
Visit Bronwyn. We already visited Violet.
It's
Ouija
Lexi's.
board.
I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work, through energy. Tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards, they're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
She's someone who wants to change, but somehow goes back to her old ways.
You know what?
Talk to bitch ass Rain. Oh, good. We don't have to talk to him.
Writing and speaking to us. I would. But you're worried that when you do,
Alright.
you'll still be as ordinary as you were before. Because this
Next chapter.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Hey, yo. Yeah, Poe Moreau is pretty spicy, as we should say. They definitely have something. They definitely have something going on. I actually have the sequel to this. It's supposed to be a sequel called Late Nights with Poe Moreau. I actually have a sequel to this, and I actually watched that again, and I only watched it once though, and I was going to do a playback on it, but yeah, I think I should actually stream it one day. But I think this is gonna be the one I'm doing right now. This is gonna be the final one, the final chapter I'm gonna do today. Then I'm gonna get off, and then tomorrow I'll probably stream part 2, and also with that I am going to be starting up the stream for the contract, the GTA 5 DLC.
Written in with her dream.
All right.
she said
Start off.
that
Start off with the chief.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know.
Fuck Zach. He's just
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then.
Maybe they for Oscar. Maybe they were for someone. I feel like they were for someone else. Like,
Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
I don't know. Kind of suspicious. Oscar. How did your date with Bronwyn go? Let's ask him.
How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes. Are you working with him or not? Look, if you didn't want to tell you, then I'm not gonna.
Alright, little bitch.
No? Who's that?
He took photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
I'm not sure.
You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I want you to tell me. Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I
I
shouldn't.
feel bad for him. Not gonna lie, like.
Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Ooh, he doesn't know.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Alright.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
This creepy ass motherfucker right here. I do not like him. I do not like him one bit at all. Are you Zach Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
Let's just say it's Showtime.
Shaw's. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
Because I'm talking about she definitely got it from him. Look. We don't know that for sure. Well, okay. I know she did or not, but look, anyway, that's not the fucking point, Kazo. Shut up. What the? Okay, you wild in the chat. You wild in the chat right now. Let's see. You never met Dorota.
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now.
That was like the fakest shit I ever like heard about. Dorota, I remember. I do not like. He's so creepy. Like, there's some part of me that would be like, oh yeah, you know, maybe she did fuck around. But he's so creepy. He's like, okay, she definitely didn't fuck around with him. He's so creepy. Just a weirdo.
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
So you know where she lived.
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
I do not like this bitch at all. Like, it's just, Was that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. can see. There's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
What do you see?
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Then why ask that question? Look, do you see how creepy he is? Don't look at me like that. I don't like him.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all?
You're friends with Violet, right?
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
Nah. Okay, so those two are fucking.
Violet takes it very well, actually.
Oh!
I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Oh, hold up.
I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Okay.
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Anyone could corroborate?
Only the roof rats.
The sound. We're not going to reproduce it here now.
That motherfucker got that Jerry curl juice in his hair.
The purpose of most spirit chimes is to keep spirits away.
Alright, let's talk about Zach Weston again.
Do we really have to?
He says you're in a relationship. He said you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
That's why she doesn't like the Rhoda. What does he act like it? What does he say?
He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him.
Right. Signs of a toxic relationship. He says that, and then all of a sudden,
A rose
does
by
some
any other
other
name?
shit.
I don't think so.
Just saying. He's lying. He's sitting there trying to sleep with other people. Oh, what the fuck? I don't like kids now. They fucking with my look. They
was to never hit the ground. There's a blue steel dumpster.
Violet.
At the back of the Dreamtime
Dude.
Hotel on 39th Street, Queens.
You know what? Whatever.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Got to pay for a John somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
All right.
And I needed the company.
So we can't talk to Bronwyn or Lexi.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
There's carts and a roof
All
with
right.
a view to die for.
Let's talk to ugly ass Ryan over there. You know Zach Weston.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota.
What about her?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
All right. So Birmingham.
Fine, Sam.
Yeah,
Birmingham.
Tell me.
Mercury took us to Birmingham.
All right.
We didn't know what for. We never really know what for.
Okay.
But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny.
Jenny?
She was South African, I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing? What thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
3. Why did they want 3?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
And we can't talk to her because she's on the phone.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Demons, they come from other worlds.
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Look, I don't know a damn thing about quantum physics, and physics to me alone is just a fucking lie. What the hell are you talking about, dude?
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
In simple terms.
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So you think the murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Alright, so this is the thing I was trying to talk about earlier. The traveler thing. I feel like, and also, Easter egg, if you haven't played the infamous Decker, it said Decker on the radio. But anyway, that's the thing about the traveler. Okay, I feel like Sam is a traveler.
Yeah, there is,
Okay, I feel like Sam is a traveler. And it's just so weird because I feel like, okay, so the tarot readers, obviously they know what a traveler is, they know all about that. But the thing that doesn't make any sense to me is,
the sharks actually refer to the negative people that are in your life.
how does Chief DuPont know?
What I think from
What is Chief
what you said
DuPont
about your
hiding?
dream is that
What is the thing, like, what secret is he talking about for Sam? And how does he know that he's not Sam? That's the thing that just isn't making sense to me at all.
if you stop doing everything that you do, you
It's,
attract
Violet and then Rain.
yeah.
Nothing for Violet.
They're busy.
Let's go to Rain.
Oh,
Nothing
I
for
mean-
Rain. Okay, cool.
And you said that the
Then
sharks
let's go to
don't seem notice
Oscar
you
now.
because you're just carrying on as normal.
Visit Oscar.
Again?
Again. Yes, again.
Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups? Do you have access to her email?
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything that helps solve the murder.
Okay, that makes sense.
Listening to
Zach.
I know you.
Yes.
You're the police chief.
Of course.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Alright.
Was that the first time you met her? The scholarship to Juilliard? Was that the first?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography.
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or
It's for the case.
I'm deadly serious.
Don't be facetious.
Most of my
now.
clients are female, but I wouldn't like to assume.
Lord Jesus.
Didn't you kept reminding the others?
I don't
and
like him.
yourself
I just,
that they were writing history.
he gets on my
here.
nerve.
Unimaginable.
Makes the skin crawl. Alright, let's go to Violet. So we can only talk to
When he and
Rain.
the other
We can't talk to
scientists
Brown or anything.
had been almost unbearable. Spark of enthusiasm had faded like a falling star in the night sky.
Jenny's.
On the morning of his 249th day on the moon,
Let's visit the chief. Nothing with the chief. What about Oscar?
she boarded the
We
elevator
probably
to
should be able to talk to
explanations.
Zach since she's in a
Oh,
relationship.
hello, gorgeous.
Quote unquote.
Did you hear about Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
No.
Famous for
Oh.
being murdered. That's how she'll be remembered anyway.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Accident.
Well,
Wait.
that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Its toll on
Whatever,
Earth's best
Zach.
and brightest.
Whatever, dude.
As they waited for
I don't
the
trust
elevator
them.
to reach the bottom, they went through their schedule.
Alright. So now we go to Rain.
Ground. Its edges were most unusual.
Okay, first we visit Violet, see what's going on with her.
You have a love.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack.
Heart
They
attack?
found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
What the hell?
Freezer?
Yeah, what the fuck? The freezer?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
That's creepy as hell, though. Like,
Is it really wise to send more probes down the
okay,
hole?
because I don't know.
Dimitri asked
There's
as
some
they
things
went
that
over their
I
plans.
obviously forget because I haven't played
The
this in
three other scientists
like
looked at him
a year.
questioningly as they waited for him to elaborate.
But like,
probes so far have malfunctioned
Jesus,
at a depth of 100 meters.
that's
Are
disturbing.
we really planning to do the same thing while
Like,
expecting
imagine
different
like you
results?
use the freezer and shit like that,
Asked Dr. Whitfield.
and the freezer was used to store a fucking body.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
All right, look, you little creepy bitch. I swear.
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
But they were too tired, too drained to argue. Well, Dr. Whitfield conceded with a sigh.
Lord Jesus, like he's just so creepy, annoying, and all that. I want to use Oscar first before we
Back on the crane.
talk to anyone
which was
else.
normally used for lowering
All right, let's go to Violet.
the abyssal
Violet's not
shaft.
here.
Dr.
We
Remington
can't talk to
had
Rain
initially
because
objected to using the people
Rain
apparatus
never met
when no
him.
alternative had presented.
Let's try to talk to the chief.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Yeah.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were. Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes.
Yes.
Even in the
Lord
room's low
Jesus.
gravity.
That's
As
why.
the
That's
descent
all.
quickly accelerated,
He was speeding.
Dr. Utani checked the room at regular
Jesus.
intervals
What
to
a
confirm that
rebel.
communication was still working.
Not so innocent after all, is he? That's crazy. All right.
500,
So let's see. He'll be able to talk to
700.
Rain and Violet.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
So you're in a fucking house with him, and you're talking about don't let anyone see. You guys are indoors in a fucking house where there's barely gonna be anyone there, and you sit there and you try to hide with your what the. That makes so much sense. All right, whatever.
Why don't you?
All right.
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What
Man.
did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what? Is that why you killed her?
You're like,
Homewreckers.
what? Damn.
Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She's definitely 100%
Throw herself at me.
jealous, and she doesn't need to be in this relationship in general. Like, this is toxic as hell. Like, he clearly want to be with other people. He clearly wants to be in a one-sided open relationship.
Why'd you think that?
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
I've seen all your photos, Zach. All of them.
Like, honestly, she knows how to play her part. The actress that plays Violet in this, the infamous Dr. Decker in was it Late Nights with Pro Moreau? She knows how to play the fuck out of her part, honestly. She's so good. So good at playing her part.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Finally, he felt the
Like, damn. Like, you know how creepy you have to be
faster, please go faster.
just to fuck around and get told off by Rain out of all the people. Like, out of all people. Jesus. It's crazy. Alright, so let's go back to Sam. And then we can wrap this up. Alright. Go to my room. Return back to Sam. Leave. Let's talk to Violet. Nothing for Violet.
And was unable to discern any.
Rain. Zach was trying to hide something he said to you yesterday.
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
Why would he tell her that, though? Like, why would he tell anyone? And why was he just trying to fuck around and show other people photos of her and all this and that? Like, that's just so weird. And, well, I mean, I guess she's 18 and she was going to college, but, like, still, like, Jesus. These are like little-ass kids. Little-ass kids playing with big adults. Like, I don't know. Helicab.
It's 8 o'clock and...
Alright. Keep
and switched on the
investigating.
light next to his bed.
Let's go to Chief first. Zach was in the studio
That's what
last
he
night.
says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now.
That's what I'm saying. Motive?
I think you're supposed to tell me.
Okay. Smart ass. Oscar. Innocent Oscar. Zach. Rain says you met.
Rain. Yes, the tower reader. Delightful fella, but I couldn't offer him anything. He asked if he could do readings for my customers while they waited. Can't have that really. It's retail ambush.
Did he do a reading for you? Is that all?
Yes. Why? What else did he say?
Why are you blinking? Blinking so much? For what?
No, not sure what you're getting at. Maybe Rain should come and ask me.
Maybe Rain should come and ask you, huh?
Hello? Can you hear me? I think I'm blind.
Hold up. Let me try to go back to Rain and see what else could be answered.
The breathing suddenly stopped and changed into a deeply unsettling guttural sound.
Maybe I'm supposed to play
Fear
everyone
suddenly
else
started to take
first.
hold of Dimitri.
And then...
Just when he was about to turn around, the guttural noise faded. Breath.
Oh, I can't even... Okay.
Held back by doubt, but compelled by curiosity, he approached the
Rear room.
Alright. Help him. It was then he heard the voices again.
Next chapter.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam.
Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing
We've
that.
done a reading.
Don't be doing that, goddammit. Hey, look. Don't. Just gonna.
It's the Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Dimitri snapped back to reality.
All right.
We've had this conversation before.
Oh,
Is it
Lord
possible you're having
Jesus.
deja vu?
She just gonna jump out in front of me. Just, I know, right? Wow. Just gonna jump out in front of me and then tell, oh, well, look, this what happened, that's what happened, this and
Are
that,
you
whatever.
saying you've seen what exactly? The future? Dr. Whitfield asked. He sounded incredulous. Dimitri's shoulders slumped as his gaze dropped to the floor. Yes, I think so. There was a long silence, and he didn't dare guess what the others thought of him. Well, if you saw the future, what happens next? Dr. Remington asked with some trepidation. Dimitri tried to find the words. I'll go to sleep, and when I wake tomorrow, I'll be blind, and everyone else will be gone. I'm going to die here alone. The other scientists quietly glanced at each other. Dr. Yutani was the first to speak. I'm sure it won't play out like that. Her words were meant to be comforting, but lacked conviction. It was probably some kind of hallucination, said Dr. Whitfield as he placed a hand on Dimitri's shoulder. Nothing to worry about. Dimitri just stared into empty space, his eyes filled with dread. They all arrived at the living quarters about an hour later. On the way over,